Now, if you are like me and you are trying to actively de-chrome your 1794 Toyota Tundra, just know it takes a lot of money and a lot of parts. But before I go over that in the next video, I got one more to knock out. Now, when I first got this truck, I didn't really mind the grille itself. It was just in conjunction with a lot of unnecessary chrome that started to make it all look pretty tacky. But like I told my wife, I have committed to chrome deleting this truck, and this last part isn't for me. It's for the truck, and it's something I had to do and money I had to spend. Nevertheless, let's show you. So today we're gonna install this TRD Pro Heritage Grille Kit from Rave Offroad. Now, I would advise buying from Rave Offroad so you don't have to go source all these parts yourself. So link in the description below that you can build out a variety of options between the grille, the light bars, the marker lights, to exactly what you would like. All they do is bundle it and ship it to your door, so you got everything that you need. Now, first, of course, is the grille itself. I went with the OEM Heritage Grille. Second is a light bar. Now, I went with the Rave Offroad light bar because I really like the black housing, I like the micro projectors, and it's pretty budget friendly for how good it looks. Now, it does have some mixed reviews on the quality of this, so I'll report back in a couple months and let you know how it holds up for me. Third are the marker lights. There are a variety of options and colors for these, but I got the smoked housing with the amber lights on their Elite series. I think this is gonna look the best on the grille. And last is this OEM Toyota piece that is going to delete the last bit of chrome on the truck. So with all that said, before you go to checkout, use my code in the description below, save 5% off this kit along with anything else on their website. So go save some money, let's knock it out. Now let's get into it. First, we're gonna remove a handful of bolts along with a few connectors to break the front bumper free. Next, we will remove a handful of parts that will eventually be transferred to the new grille. This includes the truck's air dam, front sensor, and front camera. Now, there are a handful of small screws and tabs holding the 3 plastic surround pieces on. Once these are broken free, it makes for a pretty easy removal. Oh, that sucks. Yep, and that is what rushing looks like. Now, as I alluded to earlier, I am having some condensation issues with the light bar. Before you reach this point, it could be a good idea to add an additional layer of sealant where the lens meets the housing, but that's up to you. Nevertheless, we will prep the light bar and camera for install. Note, as you remove the camera off your old grille, it's a good idea to mark the orientation of the camera. During reassembly, you'll notice a few things. First, I'm using an impact driver. Be sure you dial the torque down so you don't crack any plastics. For the routing of the wires, direct the light bar towards the driver's side while the marker lights are pre-wired towards the passenger side. Lastly, cable management is key. You don't want to get done with the job just to notice an absolute mess of wires. Now let me be clear, don't be intimidated by this job. Yes, it takes some time and care, but it does not take much skill. All right, you guys, now it is time for the wiring, and a lot of people make this harder than it needs to be. It's actually pretty simple. So first, with the Raptor lights, it has a harness that has a connector that sits right here behind the grille, which you will install this extension that is provided into it. That brings you to this other end of the connector, which is a fuse tap kit that is also provided. It has 2 5-amp fuses, and then it has a ground, which I already hooked up right there. So it's nice that Toyota provides a fuse box and a ground so you can get your power and ground it out too. Now, there are 2 ECU powered fuses. So one is right there. They are 5-amp fuses, meaning every time that the truck turns on, your Raptor lights will turn on as well. So once that is plugged up, we'll do a little bit of cable management right there where I notched both the box and the lid, and that reveals some Raptor lights. Now for your light bar wiring, you'll notice in the video I ran the wire this way because we need to go through the firewall to the switch panel on the driver's side. So you're gonna send both your light bar wire and you're going to send a fuse tap wire through the firewall by removing this little grommet in the firewall, which gets you right to behind the switch panel. So let's start with the fuse. This wire right here is how you energize your light bar. Similar to the other side, we're going to tap in a fuse between that yellow and the green fuses, and we are going to ground out with a screw just back there. So now we have power coming to our switch. So that gives you a red and a black. Now under the red power wire, we're going to send it to the switch via the green wire. So that gets connected to the power, and then the black and white get grouped together, and those get connected to the black, meaning that at this moment, there's 3 wires connected under this wire nut. And then the switch itself, when it is turned on, it is now opening that power from the fuse panel through the green wire, and it's sending it out through the red wire. So that red wire then gets connected, a little hard to see, to your light bar red wire. Now your light bar also needs to be grounded out, so it too has a black wire, so now there are 4 wires together under this 1 wire nut. Now, that allows your switch and your light bar to function. This yellow wire is an ancillary wire that we are going to tap behind the switch panel into an available tan wire, and the only purpose that that serves is to kind of illuminate this TRD switch, more so than just that light up there. Now that we have the wiring done, you can tell that was actually pretty simple. I switched these 2 Wago connectors. These are much more simple than even a wire nut and a pretty reliable connection, so I'll leave those in the description below. And then you can see that I tapped with this T-tap the tan wire from one of the blank switches that comes with a full wiring harness. So you don't have to cut it like I did. These T-taps allow you just to tap into a low voltage wire, and that illuminates our switch to blue. Now just a quick walk around, honestly, you can't say that that doesn't look totally different. It looks so much better, so much more aggressive. Now you can tell the quality of the OEM grill is really nice. Obviously, quality of the letters are really nice, and they match the paint really nicely. So I think that that looks really good. Now the Raptor lights right here, you can tell that these are the black smoked housing, which leaves, you can see like the individual LEDs a little bit more, versus some of them kind of looked like they're just one light, you know, they're a little bit more frosted, but I'm kind of liking it. I think that that looks really good from all angles. And then of course the light bar itself, super bright. I'm really excited to see how this performs and holds up, because I think that that looks really, really nice. Now for performance, there are the low beams, and here are the high beams. Both surprisingly shoot really far. And then here is the light bar. So definitely a different function for the light. What's actually pretty cool is you can see the projector cutoff line. This goes perfectly above it. And then essentially this is the purpose of the lights, right? You get really far and wide, left and right. It goes pretty tall, but it does not go far like your normal lights do. Now I have to say, this mod literally changed the character of the truck. It just looks so aggressive, and I can't even imagine what it's gonna look like rolling down the road. Now, in the next video, I'm going to compare what we bought the truck as, a full chromed out 1794, and what it looks like now, and we're gonna review the entire look of the truck. So stay tuned, we'll catch you there. Peace out.